Oh, what up, everybody? We are sweating out the final Villanova Liberty 56-50 Liberty right now. Got 3 units on Liberty tonight, so just need them to hang on here and think they will. Big win earlier with Texas A&M Corpus Christi. They took the win that I need to like $100 on them. Excuse me. How do we share this here streamer? Oh, wait. No, not that. Oh, no, not that button. Gonna ride along with me as I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm here for it. In a minute, I'm gonna start talking about how to actually bet profitably, but let's figure some stuff out first. See if we can't get a couple people to join the stream. See who we can get. Oh, I never even know if the logo's backwards. We'll figure it out. Let's go, Liberty. Let's go, Liberty. Here we go. Here we go. Liberty's got the ball inbound. Just got to hold on. Oh, got to make that layup. All right, 56-52, about a minute and a half left. Oh, Lord, what a foul. That's an easy call. All right. What's Liberty's I use Ken Palm. I don't know if you guys are familiar. Literally kenpalm.com. Let's go hit that free throw. Nailed it. All right, 57-52, minute 20 left. Liberty up on Villanova. I got 3 units on this one, so just need Liberty to hold on. Let me just check. I forget what game I've got next. Ooh, Wisconsin. That's right. Wisconsin's up 11, it looks like. Penny on them. And then Mississippi State over Pittsburgh. All right, we got plenty to watch. It's got my new kickstand up. Put that there. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oops. I'm a dumb person when it comes to streaming, just clicking around. Where are we at? Liberty 58-52, minute 10 left. And the end of college basketball games take forever. Get through it. I don't know the rules. It's funny. I'll show you guys in a bit. I want to sweat this game out a bit, just see how this ends, and then I'll show you how to figure out how to be profitable betting college basketball, mostly individual games. And I'll explain why I mostly only do individual games, because I don't really know the players that well. Holy crap. Villanova fouling Liberty's getting a little aggressive. All right. Come on, boys. Let's make them free throws. You take that one down. We gotta turn the sound in my microphone down. There we go. One more. There's my other logo. I swear I know what I'm doing. Let's go, Liberty. Yeah, then five. Oh my god, Lord. That is physical assault. The way these boys be following the Liberty guys. Villanova's getting aggressive. All right, so let's see. All right, while this is going on, I'm sweating these out. I'm gonna start going through what I do. All right, so I mentioned before, kenpalm.com. Take a look here. Can we see that? Ugh, I gotta figure things out. No chat. All right. I don't know if I can make this bigger. So anyway, KenPom, great site when it comes to understanding college basketball. So KenPom goes in depth, quite in depth. So like I was saying before, I'm going to be sweating out Mississippi State and Pittsburgh as soon as Liberty Villanova's done, and another timeout, of course. 60 Liberty's up 60-54. 39 seconds left. Should have this covered. Should be good here. Let's see. Put myself over here. That's probably better. All right, 60-54. Still timeout. All right, so KenPom does advanced analytics of college basketball. So if you click into, let's see, this game, Mississippi, Pittsburgh, can see that kind of on the surface, it looks like Pittsburgh is a slightly better team. Let's jump back though to the prediction. So basically, the KenPom algorithm. All right, well, we can fix that. And back in the game, still 60-54. This is going to be Villanova fouling till their game's over, and hopefully Liberty. Excellent. Hopefully Liberty catches up. All right, so I just need Liberty to hold on. 60-54. 61-57. We're at the foul line. Ugh, gotta make that. So anyway, so what I do, so KenPom Odds Jam is my go-to for the odds themselves. Odds Jam is fantastic for all the sports. So let's see, go to college basketball. We can get main market. So your spread, bring that down. Your spread and your totals, your best odds. You can choose your books. I'm in New York State, so just got my New York books. And yes, I have every single one of these apps. Highly recommend, because otherwise you just can't really get the best odds. Because when you really look at which books got the best odds for given games, it's all over the place, right? PointsBet, Caesars, FanDuel, PointsBet, FanDuel, DraftKings, WinBet, FanDuel, WinBet, PointsBet. And then this symbol, this is the Odds Jam logo. Odds Jam typically gets their odds from Pinnacle, which is a very sharp global sports book. Circa is another sharp book I like. Sometimes I'll add them just to see. So anyway, all I do is I go to my money lines and see where we at. 62.57. Liberty's probably gonna hold on here. Be a nice win to pick up. All right, so it's the 14th. All right, okay, that's not a good example. Let's just start with tomorrow. Go here, go to tomorrow, the 15th. It's gonna sort by time, make it easy. So the first game tomorrow on the slate, Texas Southern and Fairleigh Dickinson. So that's how you say that. And all right, so the Ken Pom model has refresh. Ken Pom model's got Texas Southern winning 56% of the time. So what we can do is go to our what do I want to show you guys first? Let's do the expected value calculator. So expected value is quite simply you take your probability, we say, all right, Texas Southern we think is 56%. Don't need help, thanks. 56% to win, and then we go see what are we going to get paid. Texas Southern DraftKings is about minus 150. You can see at Bet Rivers we would be at minus 150, or excuse me, okay, Bet Rivers minus 150, DraftKings is minus 130. Believe it or not, I haven't drank today. Just sound drunk. So we take 130 at DraftKings, we plug that into our odds. It's just standard $100 wager. Our expected value is negative. There's a few different ways you can see this. So if you want to go, let's go to the implied probability calculator. So all odds imply a probability. So DraftKings is implying a 56.52%. Now, Ken Pom never gives us decimal points, so technically we could be on the high end side of that, but that's why it's technically negative value because the odds are kind of dead on. Now, further, it's actually even worse because if we put in, okay, minus 130 on our side, and then if we go look at what DraftKings has the other side at, plus 110, so you'll notice they're not even. So let's plug plus 110 in. This will show you what DraftKings actually thinks. So the minus 130, they're including their VIG, of course. The VIG is basically the percentage they're going to take on a given bet. So that's, you sure like sportsbook want even action on both sides. And the way they really make their money is off these small percentages here. So if I think they're going to win 56% of the time, DraftKings is only paying me as if they're going to win 54% of the time. The problem's not that you might lose or win the bet, or any given bet. The point is that you're only expecting to win 56% of the time. So you should expect to lose 44% of the time. And if you're not getting the payout in the same way, truly doesn't matter how many bets you win, you're going to lose your money in the long run. That's the basic theory behind that. I'll do a whole stream and a whole video on that one day, explaining that out further. So what I do for myself after kind of taking that all together and putting it here, in their OddsJam Kelly tool, I simplify it down to simply 56% win, DraftKings paying 130, expected value minus 0.92%, just like we saw on the other tool. Kelly multiplier, I'll also have to explain it another time. That's basically you'll see if we ever were to get, let's say this was 50%, or I'm sorry, we have to go the other way. So this was 65% to win, and our expected value is 15% in that case. The Kelly multiplier is going to change the recommended wager amount. So the fraction of your bankroll that you should put on this, and that goes back to what I was saying about how if you aren't getting the payout, well, this helps you kind of hedge that risk. So 6.82%. And you'll notice if we bring the win percentage down, you'll see everything change over here. Expected value goes down with the win percentage, of course. How much we should bet goes down. So that's the basic system. So since we only think 56% not expected value, just going to go ahead and not bet that game, and then we just move on to the next. So we look Oklahoma State versus Youngstown. Real quick, let me just go back. I need to change over games. All right, we got to sweat Wisconsin and Bradley. Get that going. All right. So I got Wisconsin tonight here. They're a favorite, and as you've been watching, you can see my system really only deals with money lines right now in college basketball, and so I'm laying some odds. I think. Let me see. We can check. We don't have to guess. Wisconsin, I have at minus 150 at DraftKings, and I'm usually about a day ahead trying to get the bets in. You always want to bet. This is true of any sport. Trying to get your bets in pretty much as early as possible because as you lead up to the event, the sports books are always going to get sharper and sharper. As the money comes in, it starts to tell them where the market sits. So the opportunity and value tends to be earlier on as soon as the line hits the book. So I try to do it early, try to be a day or two ahead. The caveat to that, though, you know, I have to remember would be injuries in basketball, especially NBA, coaching decisions, who's going to play, start, sit, and all that. Freak injuries like the Durant injury the other night, stuff like that'll happen. So it's tough. You just want to balance that. So usually I'm about a day ahead, not too far out. Usually no more than 2 days unless you're betting futures, obviously. So all right, so we got Wisconsin and Bradley up. Need Wisconsin to just win, just money line Wisconsin. Very happy to lay odds, to be honest. People, you know, a lot of people don't like to bet favorites minus 150, minus 200. I will. I'll do it. If the value's there, to me, it's all about the value. I actually kind of enjoy not knowing the teams that well and kind of just relying on the value calculations because it makes it less emotional, makes me less prone to mistakes, and it's been profitable that way. So. All right, let's see. Bradley missed a free throw, 58-49, still Wisconsin. There's about 8.5 minutes left in that game. Let's take a look at Oklahoma, Youngstown State tomorrow. All right, so Oklahoma, you'll see this correlation too. You can already know, okay, 66% probably expect Oklahoma State to be a big favorite. See, man, minus 240 is quite the favorite. It's probably not going to be worth it. Minus 240. 66%. Oh, poor value, so wouldn't want to bet the favorite there. But let's see. Youngstown State is getting, we can get them at plus 210 at points bet. So I just plug my 210 in, and then the flip side of 66 is going to be 34. It's interesting. We do get some expected value, 5% expected value, really a low wager amount. And the reason that's true is because you only expect to win 34% of the time, about a third of the time. So you'll lose 2 out of 3 of these bets. So you don't want to risk too much. And then that's the pure math. If you want to step back and just think, well, you only win 34% of the time on this type of bet. I mean, these games are only played once. It's the tournament. So you don't get to make the bet again until next year. So I'm gonna pass. It's I really like at least 4%, 4 or 5% of expected value, but the sheer payout and recommended bankroll wager or fraction of my bankroll to wager is not worth the risk, in my opinion. So if I were to set the Kelly value, and again, I'll explain that one day. It could be more worth it, but I have a relatively low risk tolerance, and that's effectively what we're doing here is just setting the risk tolerance differently. So feel free to change that however you need, and that will change. It's basically your risk tolerance. One would be full risk tolerance. A lot of people like half. I set 0.35 just because I'm especially a wussy. Let's see. All right, commercial at the Wisconsin Bradley game. All right, back to it. All right, let's take a look. Florida, UCF. And you'll see in the green, this is the thrill score on the KenPom site, which, by the way, is from like 1989. Joking. Love you, KenPom, but I do work in websites. Just saying. Make this bigger. That's probably helpful. All right, what does Ken Palm do? Ken Palm has his thrill score. Basically, tries to help people figure out which games are going to be exciting to watch and scores them in that way. So makes sense, right? Arizona, Nevada tomorrow is going to be a really fun game to watch. He's got that as the top thrill game tomorrow. Yeah, I'm just going by time. So let's just go back, take a look here. Commercial in Wisconsin, Bradley still. Florida, 62% to win. Go make this bigger too. How about that, guys? Make everything bigger. Let's see. So I gotta share. Hold on. Bear with me. Gotta share this link to other people because I did not wait for it. Wait for it. Hold. Hold. Continue holding. Thank you. You're holding. Hold, hold, hold. It has been suggested to me by friends that to maybe go to Twitch as well. I don't know if I can make that happen immediately. All right, where was I? Florida UCF. Oh, interesting. All right, because I've got Florida. Well, Ken Palm does, not me. 62% to win. You can see they're pretty closely ranked. But especially just really expecting by 4. Now, quick caveat on Ken Palm: the percentage is not the percentage of times this score will happen. I wish I can get my hands on the full distribution and like what that actually would look like by score. What he's really saying is 62% of the time we expect Florida to win. This is exactly why I focus on money lines because it's the only place I can be confident in in the percentages. So 62% for Florida. Pop that in our win percentage, 62%. Go back, take a look. The lines. Florida's minus 142. I mean, right off the well, all right. So that's a pinnacle. That's what Pinnacle Odds Jam is basically saying it should be. You can't actually get that in New York anywhere, but I can get FanDuel at minus 146 or WinBet at minus 145, and probably going to be a value just on the top of my head. Yeah, for over 4% expected value, 2% bankroll wager, first round of the tournament. I like Florida. I thought they were going to be better when the year started around. Then they kind of flamed out a bit. But let's go do that. So we're gonna go to WinBet. It's actually a better app than I was anticipating. Kind of like them. You'll face login. What did I have? I had a bet there earlier today. Finished. That's where I had my Texas A&M Corpus Christi, at least part of it. All right, that's right. Cool bankroll builder. Uh, College basketball. We're going Florida tomorrow. $45. Just double check how much I should be betting on that. Sounds good to me. Bet away. Cool. All right. Track that. Let's see. Wisconsin still up 62-49 on Bradley. 7 minutes left. Just waiting on Wisconsin. Clean up the floor. Ooh, loser turning is right. All right. Yeah. Just gonna let that game be. 92, 93%. Let's check Santa Clara. 57%, especially if they're. Oh, let's see. Santa Clara, Santa Clara. I don't know. They're the favorite. Let's skip that. Last one I'm going to check for now is Nevada and Arizona State. All right, so Nevada 56% of the time. And then we just got to check the odds. Yeah, this is an interesting one. You'll see this where it always makes me want to check the injuries because we've got our expected team, Nevada, is the underdog at the sports books. And you can see FanDuel's got that as low as plus 106. MGM, Caesars, Bally's are plus 115. OddsJam Pinnacle agrees 110. This market's kind of all over the place on Nevada. That's also true for Arizona State, which it's kind of all over the place. 140, 130, 128. I made this bet yesterday, but this trend already holds true, so I don't need to go to my phone for it. But yeah, Nevada is probably the best bet of the week. I might say definitely tomorrow. Great bet, Nevada. So plenty of options too. Caesars, MGM, Bally's can get plus 115. All right, I'm gonna sign off for the night and just go finish watching Wisconsin and Bradley. So cheers, y'all.